What's up, everybody? Good morning. Jamming out the little Doors parody there with Andy. We got Hunter. Louie's crawled into bed with Emily, so we're going to give Louie a pass here for a little bit. And this little guy wants to go sit with Mama on the couch because it's her day off, and he knows it. So we'll say hi with Hunter. What's up, Coneheads? Got a little weather to talk about. We'll get into the tropics for sure. Hunter was supposed to go to the vet today and get his appointment, but they moved it to Monday. No shots for you today, buddy. So we'll show Louie here in a little bit. Hunter's a little feisty today. He wants to play. Say bye-bye, buddy. Bye-bye. So we got our normal crew. All right, here comes Julian. He's running his little feet. I lost my hurricane behind me because we did the first Tom and Dan show segment yesterday, and it went really good. I hope they liked it, and it'll be on air maybe today, I think. So I got some frames for my hurricane photo behind me, and I didn't want to unzoom it because on the show they stream it on Twitch and YouTube also. And I had to unzoom my head a little bit. Well, then you just saw the photo with no frame. So I'm going to make my wall behind me like Weather Central. I got a couple pictures. And so when I have to unzoom my head, I'll have stuff behind me. So anyway, yep. So we got our cone heads here. Good morning. And let's kick things off here real quick. We got tropics. We got possibility of a sloppy, no worry system brewing for the Northeast. Pulling up our ABC picture of the day. So here we go. We always start the show thanking our Facebook Live sponsor, ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. So what are they advertising today? That was posted 8 minutes ago. So it's Post Malone, number 9 Rose. So there you go. So big thanks to ABC right here located in Florida. And not a lot of action in Florida right now. So we could do a green screen, Whitney. That'd be kind of neat. What's up, Aaron? Got a new song coming from Andy, I think. Possibly. We'll see. So here's the rains, by the way. So this is a typical sheared, ugly system. All the heavy rains right now are located offshore. What's up, Dennis? Pace, Florida. Where's Pace, Florida? Let's take a look at Pace, Florida. We always do geography at least one day. I think we did you before. Big Bend. Nope. Where the heck's that at? Pensacola. So there's Pace right there. That's not a good spot for hurricanes. Michael went just to the east of you. So good morning from Pace. Pace. My eyes are a little blurry today. Still waking up. All right, so here's a scoop. All right, what's up, Shelly? We had big rain. So the rain's backing off. Here's everything in a nutshell. Let's see. Let's go to the NHC. So we're code red now. Fixing to get breaking news. This is back over water again. 70%. Important thing to note is most models keeping it above 1,000 millibar. So what's that mean? It means no hurricane. It means sloppy eastern sheared system. But it also means the north side could develop some stuff and push it up Virginia northward. So could get a little rainy, nasty for our friends up in the Northeast. It doesn't seem like it's going to be much trouble for Carolinas anymore. Still going to get some spinach rains coming in. Here's your rain forecast here for the next 5 days. But you can see just maybe the Outer Banks gets hit hard. Some coastal areas, yes. No large accumulation. The big stuff's going to end up New York, New Jersey, northward. So, what's up, Mike from Cape Cod? Niceville, Katie in the house. We got a lot of Katies. Morning there, Whitney Harris, another Whitney. Thank you, Sandy. We appreciate that. Yeah, we've been talking about this little possibility now for a long time, it seems like. It did indeed cross over. Here's the latest spaghetti models from tropicaltidbits.com. These are your 12Z models. Yes, they are. Fresh off out of the oven. So officially, the center of 98 is right on the coast of South Carolina. High pressure here, along with another front coming. It's going to suck this up. It's going to be a very ugly looking, low pressure, kind of like a nor'easter in a sense as far as its structure. Baroclonic development. Not your typical tropical systems that we're used to seeing. So this has been the story of the year so far. These little land canes coming off the U.S. and getting a little spinach. You know, most of these systems last barely a day. I had to look back at the, let's see, I think you can Google 2020 hurricane season, and I think Wikipedia will have all the stats already. So let's see. Most of these storms have not even lasted a day. Let's see. Here's let's see if I can get the days that they lasted. So Arthur, I mean, look at that. Cristobal's the only one that actually, I think most of these have only lasted like a day. Let's see. We'll get some more stats here real quick. Here we go. So here we go. So Arthur lasted 3 days, 16th and 19th. Bertha lasted 1 day. Cristobal lasted 9 days. Dolly lasted 1 day, basically. And Edward lasted 1 day. So this is the short... if you keep... These are the actual tracks of when they were nothing. That can't be right. Is that right? Yeah. Anyway. So if you keep track of ACE, the accumulated energy in the Atlantic, it's extremely low, even though we've had 5 systems. So some years you can have one system and be the big ACE producer, which is your energy. So these have been nothing. But anyway, back to this. All right, so a little bit of spinach out here. Back to spaghetti models. Everything has it pulling straight to the north. So we're going to focus on what it might look like. The actual center, we'll take a look at our wind site here. It's always cool and updated pretty quick. Satellite imagery showing where our center is, right smack dab on the coast. So it'll start trying to develop now. We got the warm Gulf Stream waters ahead, so you know, that was the big question all along. If it gets over water, it'll have a little chance to try to get going. And it's got a low shear environment. I was checking all this stuff out earlier, so it's entering a little bit of area of low shear. You know, it's got lowering shear values. There's a front coming in from behind, so it'll have a little window if it stays off the coast. So where is it going? And we got something else to talk about in the tropics too. A little wave out there I'm watching that the Euro is actually picking up on, or GFS, not the Euro. But we'll talk about that in a minute. All right, so here's a rain map. It's pretty cool to look at. This kind of gives you everything in a nutshell, what to look for, development-wise or not. So there's Katie, our emoji girl. Casper, what's up? Morning, buddy. Got your message about the tutoring. Might happen. I'm proud of Emily. She got straight A's last her whole school year, averaged out to straight A's. She had to be here and there, but I guess at the end of the year they average all your grades. She had straight A's, which is great. But she's going into high school now, and that's a whole different story. Morning, Dawn. What's up, Whitney? Wavy Wave. There's our boy, Jonathan English. Your avatar looks like my avatar. And of course, I got my Louis cup. Yay! We have our Oldsmar gig today. Kind of be fun. I still got some Tom and Dan swagger here. So you got my Tom and Dan sunglasses. I got a cool little boat keychain. It's funny how cameras, look at this. I can make it look like it's the same size as my head. Look, and then trickery on the camera. See? Look how big this thing. I'm gonna hit my head. Ready? Watch this. I'm gonna make a TikTok. There you go. Just go. Boom. Boom. But actually, look how little it is. All right, so yeah, Jonathan English, that was the story yesterday. The Colorado State University updates their predictions throughout the year, and yesterday they came out and they upped their name systems, I think 4 and hurricanes 1. So they're saying we're going to reach all the way to 20, which would be Yolanda. They're not saying we're going to get a Zeke. What's funny, look at it. So Zekies alternate every year. Zeke, Zelda, Zeke, Zelda, Zeke, Zelda. And so do the Ys. Yolanda, York, Yolanda, York. So they don't, it looks like X's, Y's, and Z's they don't plan on reusing very often. So we might get into the Y and Z. That's their prediction. So, I showed a lot yesterday. I posted in the supporter page with a few things, but the rains in Africa are above normal right now, and that's another indicator that these waves could come off and, be something to watch. I still think toward the end of July we're going to start seeing, we're going to start tracking these Cape Verde systems. But let's talk about 98 real quick. So here's your rains. Again, a lot of these rains are going to be offshore. We're still going to have some spinners coming down, but as far as heavy concentration, this is later today, or it's into tomorrow actually, but, Outer Banks could get the core. Again, 1,000 millibar, nothing to worry about. It's just could be named, could not be named. But here's the big stuff. This is going into Friday. Big clump of weather. Things are pretty dry behind. And as we go north, into Pennsylvania, Delaware. So not typical that we'd be talking tropics in Delaware. Good morning from Delaware. We have a tropical storm warning. It is 2020. Spam. So there's that. It might not be. If they call me back. All right, so there's that. All right. No biggie, right? Right. So even, it's still going to be tough to develop. I mean, it's got to get off the coast a little bit more. But anyway, there's the heavy clumps. Timing, going into here's Saturday morning. So for most of our, quote, tropical viewing area, Virginia southward, this is going to be gone by the weekend. Still going to be lingering rains here Saturday now. This is Saturday. Going into Sunday. But here's a front coming, and it's going to get sucked up into that front and pull on out of here. So blah, blah, blah. There you go. The short-lived life of Faye, if we get it. Another mid-level vorticity spinner that comes out of land. Real quick, I always like to show these. Here's your storm outlook today. We got jet stream way to the north. That looks a little provocative. No surge map. Hey, good point. New York City, Long Island, Skywarn. Hey, now it's pretty neat that we're getting you guys. So welcome. But there's our storm outlook today. That's the jet stream to the north. Day 2 outlook. More Midwest. So storm wise, nothing really cooking. Let's take out the surge maps here. Yes, good point. So this is our Sierra coastal surge map, and actually, I think I can embed the live version now that we're getting. Oh yeah, look at that. They even added it. See, that's cool, man. They actually emailed me. They use our site a lot. Look at that. That is so cool. So glad you brought that out, Skywarner. Good job here, Sierra, with their map. They've up, 50% though. I think they need to update that. Yeah, see, that's not live. That means there's a human involved. Us humans have to update manually. And if us humans drink too much Miller Lite at Whiskey Wings, sometimes you wake up late. All right, so anyway, here's your updated. So yes, yes, we're going to be getting surge maps updated. And what's cool about, excuse me, about this map site, Long Island Sound here, and don't judge. I got my pink Mickey Mouse cup. Okay, so I'll update this site for sure. But we're starting to get indications here on water heights here in Long Island Sound. So here is totals leading up to our system. Some of this could be normal high tide stuff, but this map will become live soon. Edwarder's gone, Tammy. It ended up just scooting off to the northeast. So yes, we'll update this site. There's no official products yet from the National Hurricane Center yet as far as surge goes. Here's our updated climate map, just got posted today. And indeed, they're showing our development map and showing increased moisture across the main development region. Not showing any spots to watch going into the 21st. But as we get this moisture coming off of Africa, we're going to start seeing these waves toward the end of July. Hey, Larissa. Yeah, well, June, July, August, September. That's a long way away. See recent comments here. I got off on a tangent. Somebody called me out. Apologize. Jason. What we got there, Jason? I'll look it up for you, buddy. Slowly waking up here. Hey, what's up, Bobby? Man, there's so many comments. So hard to keep up with these things. But Jason, type it out again and I'll do it. Hey, Becky, Jerry. Yeah, that is a great, great site. All right. So that, yep. Yeah. So, you know, Carolina, Virginia, very little effect. Yeah, Casper, you're right. So yes, we're our weather pattern in Florida. We got this big high pressure spinning going on top of us. We're getting this. We got a little bit of high here coming across, spinning and some stuff. But our weather here has been very dry on the west coast, and all the storms have been forming middle Florida east coast stuff. So, all right, so let's digest everything with 98 real quick. Hey Bruce, Sunday Monday. What's going on Sunday Monday? Well, all right. So another cool map I need to show you. A lot of this is going to be tied into that front that's coming. So we have a front coming down that's actually going to suck up 98, and some of that's going to be lingering into Florida. So that might be what you're looking at. So here's our predictor map. This is kind of cool, kind of gives a look. Here's our low pressure off the Carolina coast tomorrow. So again, you know, the biggest rain threat for anybody Virginia south is going to be tomorrow with as our low pressure kind of clips the outer banks. Here's that next front starting to build, and this is Friday. Here's our front. Here's our low. And there's that lingering low. Saturday, another front kind of merges, and here's your rain Sunday. That's that front. So you know, yeah. I mean, the front pulls up, you know, increased energy. So we got a high pressure over Florida. Individual rain day maps I really become to like a lot because these are daily, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day. Here's your 1 day rains. Tip of Carolina, a little bit here, but this is your 1 day rains through today, through the morning hour tomorrow. So here's your Thursday rains. This is overall rains. There's Thursday rains. Come on. There we go. Thursday rains. Thursday rains tomorrow. There you go. A little bit into Virginia. There's your tip of Carolina again tomorrow. There's the big blob of rain with maybe tropical Faye. And day 3, dry. And this is Friday. So there's where the rains will start to set up for the Northeast on Friday from potential Fay. Virginia southward, almost nothing. Just very, 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 very light rains. Here's Saturday, back to kind of a normal pattern again, and then Fay's gone. All this up here. So this is a couple-day event. Here's that front showing up on Sunday out there. This is the front that's going to push up, and it's going to hang around a little bit. This is Monday. So as we see with these lingering fronts, sometimes little low pressures develop, and it would be ironic if we saw another one. But long range, we got high pressure building in the Gulf again, so that's going to lower rain chances in the southeast at least for a few days. This is through early next week, so so no big threat there. We're just watching Fay. Now there's a couple cool maps that show predictions. The experimental this is from Met FSU office. This is a neat little map. This is a combination map that shows all the various models. It puts in the CMC ensembles, GFS, Navy, and UK. Kind of makes a percentage based on all these. So pretty much all the models are agreeing that we're going to see something tropical form here. So 93% using the GFS, Navy, and the UK model. But again, all around 1,000 millibars. So hey Brian, didn't miss nothing, buddy. I rambled a little bit. We got Invest 98 right over the coastline right now. Let's see. I think it's really close to where is it at? Real close to Myrtle Beach right now. Just south of Myrtle Beach. It's kind of sandwiched between Charleston and Myrtle Beach. Hanging out, doing a little tourist action, and then what we're going to see is a gradual possibility of tropical development as it nears Connecticut, Massachusetts, all our northeast friends, New York, New Jersey. So kind of a sloppy looking nor'easter type setup. Heaviest action to the east and to the north. Definitely be coastal action though, regardless. Especially ahead of it. So there's that. Fay. Not Fay yet. Fay! Hey Sharon, you had a lot of rain in South Carolina yesterday. Yes. What's up there, Joe? Alright, so before I lose everybody, then we'll get back to more specifics, see what you guys are chit-chatting about. Of course, I got all these links live. Of course, weathernerds.org, great site. You can see updated IR satellite. Of course, Tropical Tidbits also does, but those are our two sites we like to use. But here you go. Here's that. Visible satellite starting to show the storm clouds waking up. You can definitely see some broad rotation here. See it? Upper winds, lower winds. Starting to see some spinach. So we'll see what it does, These things can surprise you, maybe, but, there's very little shear. The waters are warm. Gulf Stream. So it wouldn't take your eyes off it, but as far as the anomaly map goes, the waters are overall cooler than average off the Carolina coast, but then they get a little warmer nearing northeast, so it's kind of a flip there. So water is not extremely hot. The Gulf Stream's hot, but as far as coastal waters, the shelf waters are a little bit cool. So it'll still need to pop out a little bit more of water to really start enjoying some of these warm Gulf Stream waters. So this is the area we would watch, obviously, man. The Caribbean is smoking hot right now as far as heat potential. This is where we get our early season hurricanes. If we were to get some brewing, they would come out of the Caribbean here. And that's where we would not want to see a system try to develop, because there's plenty of heat down there to go. And I had this cool little map Casper pointed out to me one time. It is a maximum hurricane intensity page. This shows you worst case scenario if everything were to line up perfectly. You could where you could potentially see, your minimum pressure. So we could see 9, 10 millibar hurricanes and maximum winds category 5. So this is a condition map based on, everything else was perfect in the world. No dust, no shear. The water temperatures support hurricanes. So, but right now we're not seeing that. But it's a good map. Everything else has to line up. Whitney. So when I played the Muddy Waters song yesterday, I actually on YouTube they flagged a copyright issue. I knew it. I can't believe it, man. These little bots can't hide, man. Hey, Jim Parker. Bahamas. What's cooking? Bella? I don't think so. It's pretty well. We got a little. Let's talk about this wave, then we'll look at some long range stuff. So. Let me close the windows here so I don't crash the computer. We've learned that lesson. So I need to update the site. There's another good shot of the high resolution GO satellite. And our little lows, technically right here, just south of Myrtle Beach officially. And you can always get a good spot on tropical tidbits too. If you go to current storms and hit 98, you'll see the L right here. And these are current surface temperatures, but there's the L just south of Myrtle Beach. All spaghetti models, very, very, very consistent. Coastal hugger, 1,000 millibar. UK is the only one that's still a little aggressive. Hey, Katie, I can't, man. There's Hunter again. No, I already showed Hunter. I need Louis now. Louis is the original Hurricane Louis. All right, let's look at the UK real quick and see what the overnight. I haven't looked at it yet today. It was the most aggressive in the 900s. And there you go, 991, 993, so 997. So there's an outside shot. This could be a little bit more strong. All right, we got your Louis. Thank you, Julie. There's my boy. He's sleeping with Emily. All right, I'll see what you guys are saying. What's that, Julio? What are we looking at? Are we looking at that wave? We got to look at that wave. There's a little wave down there that we need to take a look at. You want to work with me, Louis? All right, so let's take a look at that. So this these waves. Here's that wave entering Jamaica, Puerto Rico. That was the one we were watching a couple days ago. That one might be coming to the Bahamas. Somebody asked about Bahamas. That's what I wanted to show you guys. This little wave down here, middle Atlantic, not marked by the NHC, so I'm not going to get everybody all worried about it. Overnight GFS models starting to really pick up on it a little bit more. Not to say it's going to happen. The Euro's not showing much, but as far as our European ensembles, very clustered together. What do you think, buddy? Think we're going to have a system in the lesser tillage? What do you think? Looks weird, no background behind me. So we'll give him this 2 minutes of fame and I'll put him down. What do you think? He'll fall asleep. I could be a talking head. They say we look alike. I don't know about that. What do you think? What do you think, buddy? Huh? You a good boy? So, all right. So, casually watching this wave, it's a little interesting. The, showing a little. This is this one model run, 06Z, but not going to go all in on this particular run because it's just one run. But, something to see. 00Z had a little bit. So, we'll just keep an eye on that wave. This latest GFS showing a little more cluster. This timing would be Thursday the 16th. If it were to happen. So just casually watching that. Ensemble showing, possibility. But, it's healthy looking.
you watch things this time of the year. Got a few things going against it, but we'll have to look at our dust map here. Hey, Ruby. So here's that wave right there. So it's got a lot of dust, dry air ahead of it. So we'll just keep an eye on it. Usually the UK model, it wasn't bad. I look at them all. I love them all. GFS has done very well this year. The Canadian model's done very well. I don't think the Euro's done all that great this year. I think it struggled. They just had an upgrade a week or two ago. The Euro did. So we'll see how it performs this season with its new upgrade. Here's the latest ensemble. See, the Euro is not showing anything the GFS is showing. Actually has one Lone Ranger. This is why you can't go all in. This is that wave right now. Only one model of the Euro is showing development from that wave. So that's a 1 in 51 chance. Obviously, we're watching this little guy, and all these ensembles are showing that, which has been very consistent. I like to look at the color map. And, nothing, Actually, it's showing that little bit of something coming over across here. That'd be 10 days out. Could be tied. It could be that. It could be the same wave. Looks like it could be the same wave. So that's a long way out. Let's see. Let's go back to this map. So there's another healthy wave coming off of Africa. We'll see what it does. Get a better look at it here on Weather Nerds, or all of them. I got all kinds of maps on here, but I like this one here, the water vapor loop. You can see a lot looking across our flat Earth. Hey, April, I don't know why Charleston. You guys, not only do you guys get flooding from these storms, you get a lot of rain there in Charleston. So here's the juice map, water vapor. Here's that wave, kind of healthy. Here's a new one coming off. Here's the leftover of the one we were watching. A lot of shear in the Caribbean. So the rain coming to Bahamas. You probably get a little bit of this in a couple days. Let's see, one more map I want to look at. So let's go back to looking at the what we were showing with the GFS again. See if it's picking up on this little map. Yeah, I see a little bit, but so there's a few GFS models. This is July 16th. This is that wave. This is that wave we're looking at down here. So it's the GFS ensemble showing just a few of its members here, and then if you go, because that's July 16th. Now we go back to the Euro around the same time frame. This is the 17th, 18th, 19th. So, same kind of time frame. This is more than likely the GFS or the Euro showing the same wave chances. So, could be what's next. I mean, the wave is healthy looking now. Lots of shear down there this time of year, but it's going to start letting down. But this is typical right here, entering the Lesser Antilles this time of year. Lots of wind shear. They call this the hurricane graveyard early in the season, as this whole area right here has got a lot of shear. That's what our little system here ran into. It could still be strong thunderstorms, but So yeah, Becky, it does. Miami does that now too. Apparently, a lot more flooding in the streets with high tide, low tide. Let's see. All right, so we're gonna look at some long range rain here real quick. Everybody's asking about that. So let's take a look at the rain map. We'll look at the precipitable water map too. This gives you sometimes a good look into the future. All right, so here's the precipitable water map. You can see the big spinner here. This is the amount of moisture in the air. This is Friday. And there's our low going off. Here's our getting sucked up into the front. So whoever was asked about the rain this weekend, you know, some of that front's still going to linger down into Florida. Not a rainmaker, just juice in the air enables storms to be a little more. There is going to be competing high pressure though. So, but as far as moisture in the air, you can see it go away. Now here's that wave we're watching now. This is 24. So if some, you know, Bahama rains toward the end of the week, possibly Thursday, Friday. And then here's that next wave that we're watching out there in the middle Atlantic. And, you know, there it is. That's not a storm. That's just precipitable water. So there's that wave. So, you know, we'll just casually keep an eye on that little guy. Nothing to worry about. Kind of combines with some upper level energy and pushes it across. So long range models aren't really picking up on it here either, so I don't want to worry too much about it. Whoops, wrong. I always hit the wrong one. Atlantic. 10 days, so nothing. So no worries. I'm going to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that right now. Whitney, I don't know if you cut the grass. What's up, Amanda? You were here on time? Good, good, good. I see bacon, Monica. Love bacon. All right, well, where we go? We got pretty much everything covered. I feel confident we covered what's next. Short range radar. Let's see what kind of rain flow we have today. Cooking. I always like to look. Well, we can go. I like to look at Trop. I like to look at here. This got everybody's. Most everybody in our viewing area is covered except for where our storm's going. But anyway, here's the rains coming through the day. And you can see the same pattern through the southeast, west to east flow. A little bit of tailage. We're going to have tail of possible Faye. This is tomorrow morning. And, you know, Outer Banks tomorrow. Like I said, you know, they're going to get the heaviest. Again, there's a tail all the way down here in maybe Bahamas. And then, look at that. More flow Thursday, tomorrow, coming across the state of Florida. So that's a pretty cool look, right? That's what we got. NAM usually blows systems up a little bit more. Let's see what it shows. Not really. So, you know, that's the pattern. You know, we're getting into Friday. Delaware North. Delaware. There's a George Thorogood song, The Delaware Slide. Faye's going to slide by the Delaware Slide. Loopy doopy. All right. So, what's up? Tailage, yep. Stephanie, what's going on? Yeah, your chat delayed. I hate this Facebook buffers a lot, so I see comments. I don't know where the heck. I don't know if my comments. I don't know if they sync my comments with your comments. So, like, I'll see something from a minute ago. I don't know if it goes now or then or goes back in time or there's like a secret 88 mile an hour DeLorean button that pushes all my talk back to the future. So, all right, anybody specifically have anything they want to look at? Real season isn't here yet. That's for sure. Got to work, Mirtha? Oh, that sucks. Hey, Tammy, thanks for the stars. All right, there's that. I had a cute picture of Louis or Hunter yesterday. I hope you all saw in the cup. Hey, what's up, St. Stephen, South Carolina? Boo. Where's that at? Let's do another geography class. Stevens. Here, it popped right up. I think he said St. Stephen. There you go. Look at that. Yeah. You're getting the tail end. Nothing left. Couple little spinners coming down as whatever we get here, Invest 98 or Fay. But they're pretty confident of development. All they got to have is a little thunderstorm activity around a center, and they'll designate it. The hurricane hunters will probably be going out too now that it's over water. I'm sure. I haven't checked that yet, but I'm sure they will. Hey Tammy, yeah, we'll do that. I like that. I forget we have fans now. They're getting all the tropical love. Who would have thought? This one's actually perfect, this map. So here is our high resolution 12, and there we go, coastal hugger. This is tomorrow. This is midday tomorrow. Low pressure might be right over the Outer Banks. There's our big rain band starting to set up, going northward. Thursday afternoon, overnight hours. And then that one stops. We'll go to the NAM 3KM, a little more high resolution, and we'll take a look at longer range, 90 hours. And there we go. So that's leading off Thursday night, Friday morning. Let's go to Friday, 7 a.m. So here's roughly early morning Friday. There's Friday, 8, 9. Well, there's 7 a.m. Friday, basically. So, Friday night hours. New Jersey, New York, northward. Look at that, Pennsylvania. So Friday, look at that, Friday. We could have tropical rains in Pennsylvania. Is that crazy or what? And there we go. So there's that one. And then we can go. This is just one model of many, but it does a good job, at least forecasting the rains. So there's some heavy rains. This is overnight Friday into Saturday morning. So we could have some, and then it's going to get pulled into this front and kind of merge as it heads on out to sea. So pretty neat. So you're talking about tropics again. This time it's a little closer to the coast. So we'll put this in motion again. It's tropical tidbits. We love using tropical tidbit site. But here we go. Thursday morning. This is tomorrow morning. Here's tomorrow night. Here's Friday morning. And Friday night. And then Saturday morning. So, and here's that tail. So yeah, we were talking about the Bahamas. The tail of Fay, if it does become Fay, could stretch all the way down to the Bahamas Friday, Saturday. Look at that. And we'll look at one more long-range rain map here real quick. And because I actually have somebody in Bahamas. And we'll show you that. So other than the tail, this is Friday, Saturday, other than a little bit of tail down here, nothing heavy for Bahamas. We're starting to show a little bit of moisture rolling in the 15th, 16th, 17th right here. And that's that next wave we might be watching. And that's pretty much it for a week. There's really no other big systems on the horizon. This is midweek next week. Very little anything. So here's our day 3 to 7 hazard map. Heat, hot, heavy rain. Obviously this is Invest 98 or Fay. And 8 to 14 day outlook. Oh, there's a little something. What's this? Huh. Look at that, Casper. Possibility of high precipitation on southern Florida, including the west coast. So this is your 8 to 14 day outlook for precipitation. So that's interesting. This is all high heat stuff. Turn off temperature maps, and really the only hazard map for next week, it'd be increased moisture for South Florida. So that's interesting. All right. Well, let's see. I rambled on. Anything else cool? Anybody new? Anybody new? So I had to decide what shirt I want to wear today because our city Oldsmar is doing a neat little family spotlight. I don't know if I'm gonna have to make sure I can wear the drunk donkey. I don't know if that would offend, if they want to put that in the. So I got my hurricane season shirt on. Ta-da! Hey James, what's up, buddy? Yep. Just light passing rains today. As you know, we're gonna have tropical rains. The heavy stuff's only coming, it appears, to Eastern Carolina tonight and tomorrow. And then it moves northward. But we'll still have some spinach coming down. These little, tropical rains will be coming through. You can see, look at that. We got some coming through Georgia, pulling down through upper Bama and Mississippi still. All this energy is getting wrapped up here in this big low pressure. And won't be high concentration rains. We got some Thursday, Friday, North Florida. It's just, they can set up anytime, any place, but your flow basically is west to east. Spotty rains come and go anytime. The heaviest concentration will be Outer Banks and then northward through Friday, Saturday. All right. Do I drink red or white wine, Amanda? Are you asking me? I don't know if I even tried wine. So, hey Jenna, yeah, things looks good. What's that, Casper? Sunny Wilmington, yep. Eleanor. Here's current radar, by the way. We can take a look at where everybody's doing. You got your blob shirt, Whitney? Awesome, man. That's cool. Look at that. All right, so there's the Outer Bank rains. So, real spotty. It's going to get rainy, though, later today and tomorrow for sure, right, in this general area. So, I think South Carolina, you're kind of done with the heavy stuff. You're going to have sporadic north showers coming in from the north and then the northwest as our low pressure pulls north of you. So, Sheila, Shelly, I drink Jack and a little vodka. All right, cool. Well, everything looks good. I think this is good. We're going to watch this progress today. April, Vero, no, you're going to have another pattern of rains again today. Coming across the state. I don't know if we got any developing yet. Oh wow, there's a little bit. Look at that. That's a pretty hefty looking little line. Look at that. That's, believe it or not, that's part of this whole system. Look at that. That's like right north of me. Yeah, see that west to east flow. Oh boy, we're in window close time. Close the windows. All right, here we go. Look at that. So look at that tail of whatever we want to call it. We want to call it Fayette? Nope, can't call it Fayette. But look at that. There's a tail all the way across. Coming in. Look at that. So this is pretty good little rains rolling in. It's going to be near in Orlando soon. Daytona Beach just missed it. But look at that. Coming across. Interesting. And that's all this little guy right here. You start to see the spin picking up a little bit. I bet you if we went to Wilmington radar, we could see some of that. Let me close that out. Close that out. I got 3 of the same windows open. All right, then we go to, there we go. And long range loop. You can see it a little bit. See it? The low technically is way down here, but they'll be fighting for a true low pressure center now. Big sloppy vorticity systems sometimes can bounce around their true low. So if I was to guess, our low is actually a little more to the north of Myrtle Beach right now. Just by that. And we can see it's really broad rotation right now in the 850 level, 500. Sometimes it stacks up. See, the 500 is a little more north of where we land, so it's just sloppy. Yeah, Casper, let's do that. We got East Pacific, what is it, Christina, look at that. So yeah, they're talking about possible rapid intensification. It's supposed to be our first hurricane soon. Pacific always starting out a little earlier than the Atlantic side, but forecast to be, 85, but it does look healthy. I did see some satellites of that too. Let's take a look at it. There's a couple little guys. Look at this. It definitely looks healthier than the models are showing. We get some big cold cloud tops. So this is Christina over in the Pacific side. This is what a hurricane looks like. This is not what we've had this year in the Atlantic. So we'll see if that can happen. Mrs. Casper's on. We have a Mrs. Casper. Cool. Welcome, Miss Casper. Hey, Whitney, you got to go work. All right. Hey, send me a picture of your blobs, man. Your shirt, your blob shirt. I'll try to post it. So again, I'll show you this because we get a lot of them. We get a lot of fan shares. I wish I could share them all. I hope you all check them out. The visitor post page. But we've had a lot of great. Look at that. All right. So this is Heather. This is Satellite Beach last night. This is amazing ones shared from Kevin Johnson from First Coast News Jax. I mean, look at that. Here is Daytona Beach. Neil Harvey said they had a 50,000 foot tall thunderstorm. That's incredible. That's usually Hailmaker. Here's our drunk donkey. Somebody sent me, Dubois sent the radar yesterday. That was cute. Here's Gainesville. Melly, so that was shared by David. Thank you, David. This is Melly Ellie. That's a cool name. That was in Gainesville. Big storm clouds. Here's another good shot. Maurice Roll, Miami. Here was somebody, look at that. Barry hanging out in the Bahamas. Chilling. Look at that. That's beautiful. Calm weather. J-Mac showing how rain on one side and sun on the other in Florida. That was a good shot. Chris Hood. Sun rays. Oh man, some St. Croix. That's amazing. All the way from St. Croix tuning in. Betty showing me the TikTok news. Yep, I saw it. I've stayed off it. And I did share that one. That was the kids playing with the thunderstorm behind. I've been guilty of that. So, all right, cool stuff. We'll keep the posts coming for sure, and I'll post a bunch of stuff. I don't know. I don't want to overhype it. Definitely for our New York friends, I'll try to embed this surge map as we're getting closer now to possible low pressure coming in. As we get a system nearing the East Coast. So yeah, interesting. So anything else, Gunner? I had to take a picture of your Gunner puppy. All right. Well, got the heat coming this weekend. That's the big news. Otherwise, 125 predicted to be in Death Valley. Here's the excessive rainfall outlook. This tip of the Carolina. So again, no big flooding concerns yet. This is not going to stall. So no huge storylines with this at all, except maybe the rarity of a tropical system impacting the Northeast in July. So hey, Timothy Weaver, thank you, buddy. April, how you doing? No heat? Yeah, we don't want heat. Let's see what the latest, some of the latest temp maps are showing for everybody. So, nothing sticks out like a sore thumb other than we could be hitting July 20th. That's too far out. I'm not going to go that far out. So, this is this weekend, July 12th. Upper 90s in Florida. Here's that high, it's because we got high pressure coming down. So it'll be a little higher, upper 90s this weekend for Florida. We got softball again in Bartow. There's that big heat coming this weekend, Sunday. They're talking about Death Valley, 115, 20, 117. That big heat that we were showing earlier in the week, still hanging on. This is Saturday, 111, Oklahoma. So, hey, Casper, yeah, you get all kinds of water spouts off of tropical systems. And they don't ever show it on the SPC charts, which I'm kind of surprised we don't have a dark green, at least here on the coastal Carolina tomorrow. They should, you would think, right? Tropical systems can definitely brew water spouts, which turn to tornadoes once they come on the land. So, coastal for sure would pay. Let's zoom into North Carolina just for fun and see if we see any type of bands coming in. So there, there's your. This is later today, actually. But you're always gonna have these little squall lines coming in. Even this is your tornado signature map showing you supercells basically. So yeah, for sure this area right here. Good point. It's hopefully, but yeah, that's a good point. All right, everybody's fired up. But yeah, we got letters, MJO, CJO. Oh, my wife's back with coffee. Thank you. This is like my virtual assistant. I'll put it in the Louis cup because the Louis cup is now officially room temperature. Cool beans. All right, so everybody looks good today. All right. So as always, I'll be reposting this and put it on YouTube. So appreciate all the supporters out there. We got some new supporters, and we're kind of in our lull right now in Tropics. We got this little guy. We'll be watching that wave. I'll post it here in a little bit, just so everybody keep their eye on it in the Caribbean at least. This is the Pacific storm, so I think we're good. Fun show. Stay tuned to when my Tom and Dan segment was on. It was went really good. I did share it on my personal page. They live stream Twitch everything because they pre-record it. So there I am. talking.
It was really good too.
That would be the big
Oh, I got music playing from. Oh, there's somebody singing. Oh, they're talking about my intro song. So they were asking me.
Yeah, it's listed both on our YouTube channel, and you can also find it by just searching our app, ACT.
So we asked Mike, we're like, hey, would you mind coming on, especially during hurricane season?
It was fun. It was like
For a
30
while-
minutes.
the Atlantic, and we get
So
these
you
little
hand things.
systems, and they're like little baby spinners, and they break away from that, almost like a
I use all the words, by the way. So, all right, cool. Thanks, Rita. Fun. All right, well, sounds good. I got a lot of work to do. Hey, there's Katie. Have a great day, drunk donkey. Yep. Everything's good. Dogs are good. Kids are eating Chick-fil-A.
Well, one of them is.
I don't know if your all's Chick-fil-A's are like our Chick-fil-A's, but it's got like 3 circles around it. It's like a cinnamon bun. It's like you start on the outside and you get a little closer, then you get a little closer. And what's funny is they got the people that sit out there and take your menu, and they'll be like 100 cars deep taking menus. I'm like, it's like they tease you. Like, oh, I just put my menu in. I'm good to go. And then you just sit and you wait. And you wait. So anyway, Stephanie, I got the link on my personal page under this picture right here. So be good. All right, we'll be live for sure tomorrow morning as always, and we'll talk Invest 98 and see what's going. Hey, Whitney Harris. See you. All right, bye bye.